Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Evening, ma'am.
Okay. How are you all? All good? No response? I'm not getting any responses.
Ma'am, we good.
All good? Okay.
How are
Okay.
you,
So,
ma'am?
yeah, I'm very good. I'm very well. Okay. So, today we have a doubt session. So, have you guys done with your activity questions and the practice assignments? Have you guys done with that? At least just give me some response. What happened?
Activity, yes. Practice assignment after
Hello,
that.
am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So I did the activity, but the graded assignment is remaining, and the activity of the point 4 1 is remaining. I will be doing
Point.
it today and tomorrow.
Oh,
The graded
yeah.
assignment,
Okay. Okay.
last activity.
Okay. It's fine. Okay, so what about the others? Two of them replied, and what about the others? There are 12 members here. Nobody did. Why is no one replying? Is that difficult question? See, if you have not done it, just say it. We will just do it right now if you want. We can just go through the practice assignment questions if you want, or the activity questions, anything. Okay, Akash, you are done. Nandini has done it. Okay, then others. Assignment done. So, okay, for those those who have not, have done the assignments and everything, they don't have any doubts in the activity questions. Yes, this session is for week one only. So this is the doubt session. So whatever doubts you have in week one, we will just clear it out. Nobody has any doubts in week one activity.
There was a question in last session about date and day of the week.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So the answer is basically both categorical variable because we are just considering the day of the week, the date of the week. So for the particular week, there is a particular date, right? We are just labeling the date for that particular week. Correct. So that's why this is a
Yes, yes,
categorical variable. Okay, not a numerical variable. Okay, see, the main thing is the date can act as a categorical and a numerical variable according to some conditions. Okay, so in this case,
yes, ma'am.
they were asking about the date and day of the week. So here they are particularly saying about the week. So the date is basically labeling the week. So that's why it's a categorical variable. And the other case in which I told you that the date is a numerical variable, it is a numerical variable because there is no it's an interval scale of measurement because it has a no absolute zero and the difference is also there, correct, and the
Yes, ma'am.
ratios are
Yes, ma'am.
also not meaningful. So yeah, so it depends upon the context. So here they're saying date of the week, and if they didn't say anything, they were just asking like what is the scale of measurement for a date, you can say that it's an interval scale. But if they're specifying it that they are asking it that what is the scale of measurement for the date of the week, then you will just say that it's an like an ordinal or a nominal, like it's a categorical variable. Okay.
Category.
Ha.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Any other doubts? If there is no arithmetic, so that is a nominal. Yeah. See, the main thing is like of the arithmetic. What do you mean by arithmetic operations? They're like mathematical operations, right? The addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So for let's suppose we have a categorical data, categorical variable like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? You can't do any mathematical operations. We need numbers, correct? Numbers to do the arithmetic operations. So that's why all the like if it's not an if we can't do any arithmetic operations on that, that is a nominal or an ordinal, or you can say the categorical variable like the date, pin code, phone numbers. See, date we can't specify, we can't generalize that it's a nominal or an ordinal scale. I told you it depends upon the context. Pin code and phone numbers is fine, they are the nominal datas, but date you can't specify or you can't generalize it as a nominal and ordinal scale. If there is marks, yeah, so marks can be an interval, it's a category, it's a numerical variable, right? It is a interval scale of measurement or a ratio scale of measurement, depends upon the context. Okay, is this
And
fine,
ma'am,
Nandini?
there was a question where you had to like choose if it was nominal or ordinal. The question was about blonde, brunette, and the hair color.
uh, which question?
Ma'am, it was in the fourth activity question.
Activity number 4, question number.
Wait, ma'am, I'll just check.
Yeah, okay. Everybody knows how to handle the discourse platform, right? Yes or no? Do you guys know how to operate in the discourse platform? All the term students, I'm just asking.
No, ma'am.
Operate what, ma'am?
Operate in the sense like if you have any doubts, so how to post a doubt in the discourse.
Yes, ma'am. Discussion forum, yes.
Discussion discussion forum is for the qualifier, yeah, the qualifier. Okay, no, I'm just asking about the discourse platform, like the discourse portal we have now for the term students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you guys do put doubts in that, right? So whenever
Ma'am,
you
I
put a
directly
doubt or
mailed
something,
this
you
quote.
you have to tag a instructor or a TAs. Then only we will get the informations. Okay, just remember that. Okay, Abhiha, you were saying.
Yes, ma'am, I was saying that I directly mailed the team, so they mailed that you should post it in the discourse forum.
Like, so that is what. So if you mail the team and all, they won't respond you. They will just say to you that you have to post it in the discourse only. So it's better to post it in the discourse and tag the instructor or the TAs. Okay, like at the rate they're tagged. So we have the tags for each and of the instructors and the TAs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I am via J base entry, so how I got this course?
Sorry, what?
I am by J base entry entered.
Okay. So you are a term student, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you must be having the discourse ID.
I don't know.
Hello,
Just check it
ma'am.
once.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. May I ask?
Just a second. Can I just clarify the Abhiha's doubt? Like one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the question is, what can you say about the scales of measurement being used for describing hair colors such as blonde, brunette, red, and black? So basically, this is just a labeling of a hair color, correct? So
Yes.
it comes under nominal scale of measurement, not an ordinal scale, because the hair coloring, it does not come under any order or something. Like if you're saying you can't say the blonde is blonde come first, then the brunette comes second, red comes, then the black. It doesn't act like that, right? It's just a labeling of colors. It's just a colors, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I just
So
had a
it's a,
confusion. That's
yeah,
why.
it's a nominal scale of measurement. It's fine. Yeah. Who was it? Jo.
Chitras.
Yeah. You were saying you were asking something.
Yes, ma'am. I have
I have some doubt, ma'am, as related to first doubt is, ma'am, what is discourse, ma'am? Like everyone is talking about discourse, but I didn't get it. Like in discourse, what happened, ma'am?
Discourse, it's a you can say a portal where the students post their doubts. If they have any confusions or anything, they post it there.
Okay, and they
Any
got reply instantly. Reply. They got reply instantly by
they,
any.
no, not instantly. It's not like that. It's basically if you are okay. Can anyone? Okay, let me just share you the link of the discourse. Then I'll let you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm, 1 second. Anyone having the discourse link right now? They can share it. Then I'll open that. Okay, I'll just share my screen.
Ma'am, your screen is not visible. It's like a CMS and like red
I
as.
know. Yeah, I know that. Just give me 1 moment. I'll just share the screen. Give me a moment. Oh, 1 second.
It's I need to rejoin. Wait, ma'am. I just come back.
Mhm. Hmm. He's rejoining right now.
Ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Other than that, anyone having any other doubts?
Yes, ma'am. I'm back.
Okay.
So can you share screen again?
Yeah. So this is the screen. Can you see it?
Yeah. I can see your screen.
Yeah. So this is the discourse platform where students can just post their doubts. So basically, if you see here, we have given you. So these are the tags. Like at the rate Swati is my tag, at the rate Lavanya is the other instructor, at the rate Shrikant is the third instructor. Okay, and here we have the TAs. Okay, Shreyank and Uday, these are the tags. Okay, so whenever you are posting anything, so let's suppose is there is any doubt or something. Okay, so by like this, you can just post your doubts, and whenever you are posting, just tag the TAs. Then only we will come to know that any doubts have been posted in this discourse platform. Okay,
Okay.
is this
Excuse
fine?
me, ma'am.
But
Yeah,
this
Yeah,
ma'am.
is only for the students who have already enrolled, right?
in the term, yeah, not for the qualifier. For the qualifier, we have the discussion forum. You guys already know,
Like,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse
Okay.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
I have a doubt on activity question 1.4, question number 3.
Question number 3. Okay.
1.4, activity question.
Hmm. Yeah. One. Question number 3.
Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, okay. This is the same question. What's your doubt in this?
I thought it has interval scale of measurement.
Okay. Can anyone explain why this is not an interval scale of measurement? Anyone?
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. I can explain.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Uh, it's a note. A survey has been conducted to determine of amount below 12 spent less than 30, 30 to 5 more than 60. What kind of a scale? Like it's like it's no. It is not the interval because interval scale. Expressed in the term of fixed unit of measure, and scale of measurement is like that is called interval scale. But here is no any kind of like fixed ratio that is called and
I
It's
think
Ma'am, it
no,
has a fixed
that
ratio. No, no,
that
no.
is
It
the
has a
fixed
fixed
ratio.
ratio,
uniform
but we are
addition.
not selecting exact minutes. There, we are choosing from, like, for instance, 30 to 45, 45 to 60 are ordered categories per se.
Yeah. So basically, the main important thing is in interval scale, what was the first thing that we have to make sure the differences are meaningful, correct? So if you see in the pattern, there is less than 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, more than 60, correct? So from 30 to 45 and 45 to 60, we have a particular difference that is like the 15. So 30 to 45, we have the difference of 15. 45 to 60, the difference is 15. Okay. But we can't say anything about the less than 30 and more than 60. Correct? So differences are not meaningful here. You getting my point?
Okay, ma'am. Why is
Yeah.
ordinal?
So why it is ordinal? So it's being ordered, right? Less than 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, and more than 60. So it's an order category. Correct?
So, ma'am, technically, there is no measurable distance between
Ha,
the categories.
correct, correct. That's why. So they have not specified the particular, like if they had specified like it's from um 15 to 30, then 30 to 45, 45 to 60, and then 60 to 85, something kind of like that, then we could have said something that it's an interval scale of measurement. But they have not specified anything for the less than 30 and more than 60. So that's why it's not a interval scale, it's an ordinal scale of measurement. It's just they are just taking it as an order category. And we have these categories and we just have to fill into these categories. That's it. Okay.
Ma'am, it has then it has only 15 to 30 and 30 to 45, 45 to 60 and 60 to 85. Then
Then it can be an interval scale of measurement, because they have specified the intervals. The differences are also meaningful.
okay,
yes. Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Hmm.
Ma'am, can you confirm? Like, I just little bit confused between cross-sectional data and time series data.
Okay. What's your confusion?
Like, I just confused between between them. I didn't like describe of like I'm like. Can you explain it?
Okay. Give me a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. See, time series and cross section. If we have multiple time, okay, let's suppose. So if you see here in this example, annual GDP. This is annual GDP. The annual, if we are collecting the data of the annual GDP from 2010 to 2025. So we have multiple time periods, right? What are the multiple time periods? 2010, 2000, 2011, and so on till 2025. So we have multiple time periods, but we have only one subject, which is the annual GDP. Correct? This is only one subject, and these are my multiple time periods. So if we have multiple time periods and one subject, then we say it's a time series data. Okay. Now the second thing is we have only 1 year, which is okay. So if you see this example, income of 500 households in Chennai for year 2024. Okay, so we are collecting the income of 500 households. So if you see here, we have 500, which is the multiple subjects, and time is only one, which is 2024. So if you have only one time period and multiple subjects, we say that it is a cross sectional data. Fine,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got it. Like
got
if
it?
yeah, if in 1 year multiple subject are there, then it is called cross-sectional.
Huh.
And if like time is if one subject is there and multiple years is there, then it is called time series. Like it's a series. Yes, ma'am. Series like one, two, three.
Series. Correct.
Got it, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am, if you don't mind, can you explain scales of measurement like nominal, cardinal, ordinal?
Okay, so we have four types of scales of measurement. We have a nominal. What is a nominal? Nominal is basically the labels. We are just labeling it. Let's suppose like we have name, blood group, and gender, phone number,
excuse me,
jersey
ma'am.
number.
Sorry for interruption,
Yeah.
ma'am. I have a question on this topic. Practice assignment 1.1, question number 8.
Okay, so can I just complete this thing because I just started it. So after
Okay,
that, I'll
ma'am.
just come back to you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So this nominal data. So So nominal scale of measurement is basically we are just labeling it, or it's just like, let's suppose the name, the blood group, the gender is just we are labeling it. The phone number, the jersey number is just the a
Ma'am,
particular thing about a person, right? So that's a
Yes.
nominal scale of measurement. Fine.
ma'am, I
And
apologize for interrupting, but may I ask whether this session is only for clearing doubts, or will
sorry,
you teach new material as well?
I couldn't
Is this
get you.
session only for doubts, or I said, is this session only for doubts, or will you also
Yeah.
be teaching anything new today?
This session is only for doubts because I've already completed the theory part and everything, right? So
Yeah.
there is nothing new that I have to teach.
Ma'am,
Okay.
continue, ma'am, continue.
Okay. So yeah, so that is what a nominal scale of measurement is. Then the second comes is the ordinal scale of measurement. Ordinal scale is basically a
Ma'am,
nominal.
example. Nominal exam. Like, what is the example of nominal?
I told you, right? The name, the blood
Name,
group,
gender.
gender. Okay, the phone number, jersey number. These all, these all are my nominal scale of measurement. Okay. Then we have the ordinal scale. Ordinal scale is basically all the properties of the nominal, but they are following some order. So if you see here the ranking is from 1 to 5. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. So there is an order, right? 1 comes first, then the second, the third, fourth, fifth. If we are rating something, whether it's an excellent, whether it's good, or we can say whether it's an average. Okay, so
Mhm.
first, like the average comes, then it's like better, then good, then excellent. So there is an order here. Getting my point? So if there is an
Yes,
order, it's an ordinal scale of measurement. Fine.
yes,
Now,
ma'am,
this
got it.
nominal and ordinal basically comes under categorical. These are for the categorical data. Now comes the interval scale of measurement. Interval scale is it is having all the properties of the ordinal, but one thing is there, the intervals are expressed in fixed unit. That is the difference. Like we have the order like 1, 2, 3. So between 1 and 2, the difference is 1. Between 2 and 3, the difference is 1, right? So the differences are fixed. They are meaningful. Then the second point is we have no absolute zero. What do you mean by no absolute zero? That means in general, if I say some value is 0, that means nothing is there, correct? 0 means
Yeah,
nothing is there.
nothing is
But
there.
in no absolute zero case, we have the 0 means something. There is a presence of something. Okay, so let's take an example of a Celsius temperature. Okay, so if I say 0 degrees Celsius, we don't say that there is nothing, there is no energy or something. There is, there it's a freezing point, right? So it tells us the presence of something. So that's why it's a no absolute zero. And the third point is the ratios are not meaningful. So these 3 points you have to remember whenever you want to know whether it's an interval scale of measurement. The difference is fixed, no absolute zero, and ratios are not meaningful. Okay.
Ma'am, can you give me another example of interval?
Let's take this time period as well. Okay, so if you see here, we write 9 o'clock p.m. as 21, 00. Then we write 1 o'clock as 1300, and 12 a.m. we write it as 00, right? In the phone, if you remember, if you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if on the phone it is written as like this, we don't say that there is no time. Can we say that? Like nothing
No,
is
ma'am.
present. So it is
It's a
basically just the representative. So zero, it here zero means something. So this is an interval scale of measurement. Okay. So we have examples like we have the Celsius. Okay. What all examples do we have? We have the temperature in Celsius.
Mhm.
Okay. And then we have the time. Then what else? We have the date. Then oh, yeah. So there are many kind of like that. Okay, so these are my interval scale of measurement. Okay. Now the next thing is we have ratio scale of measurement. What is a ratio scale of measurement? It has all the properties of the interval, but here ratios are meaningful. So if you remember here in the interval scale, the ratios were not meaningful here. Okay, but in ratio scale, the ratios are meaningful. There is an absolute zero here. Okay, what do you mean by absolute zero? Man means if I say zero, it means absence only. There is no presence of all. Okay, and we can do all the arithmetic operations. Okay, so this is interval and this is the ratio scale of measurement. So the main difference that you have to remember, but if you have to check whether it's an interval or ratio, okay, in interval you just check the difference is fixed, no absolute zero, and ratios are not meaningful. Okay, and in ratio just check Absolute zero and ratios are meaningful. These two things. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
fine.
Yeah, ma'am. Everything is fine. I know, everything like nominal, nominal, ordinal, and interval and ratio, ma'am. But what is scales of measurement? Like where I use all of these terms, like scales of
See,
measurement.
it's just
What it means? Scales of measurement. What is it? Scales of measurement.
okay. So, okay. So if I okay, so we had two types of data, right? Categorical and numerical,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Yeah.
So in that only we have different kinds of uh like uh in okay whatever like in a data we have different kinds of variables. So what is the nature of that variable? It comes under the scales of measurement. So we are just dividing that the natures into four things, which is the nominal scale of measurement, the ordinal scale, the interval, or the ratio. So it's like a nature. It's telling up you about the characteristics of the or the nature of that variable, you can say. It's
So then, ma'am, it is the part of categorical data.
what?
Scales of measurement. All scales of
No, no,
measurement.
no, 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 no. See, scales of measurement is basically you are talking about the characteristics of the variable. Okay, so the variable that you're having. So let's suppose if you're having any data, any table.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's suppose I'm having a table in which I have name, I have roll number, I have phone number, okay, I have address, all these kind of things. So these names are like these are like A, B, C, D, anything. Okay. Then we have roll numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have the numbers X, 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 X. We have different kinds of numbers. Then we have the address. Address is like A, B, C, D, E, F, something kind of. So in this whole table, if you see, we have different kinds of variables, right? We have some variables which are in alphabets. We have some variables which are in numbers, right? So
Mhm.
we have different categories. So we are the scales of measurement are basically the characteristics of these variables. So these names, they are nominal scale of measurement. It's the characteristics of that variable. Nominal, why it's nominal? Because it's just the name, it's a labeling. Roll number, this is also a nominal scale of measurement because it's
Phone
just the labeling of that particular student. Phone
phone
number,
number is also
same nominal. Huh,
nominal.
address as well.
It is
Correct.
also
So
nominal.
yeah, so that is what. So in a table, we can have different kinds of variable. We can have, so here if you see, these are all my categorical variables.
Categorical.
Yeah. In categorical, we have nominal and ordinal. Okay. We can have numerical variable as well. So in numerical variable, we have two kinds of scales of measurement. We have interval scale of measurement and we have ratio scale of measurement. So it's just telling you about the variable, its characteristics. Okay.
Yeah, got it. But ma'am, if we are talking about nominal and ordinal, this two scales of measurement belongs to categorical. And to and interval and ratio scale is belongs to numerical. But one doubt someone asked recently, and that is like interval cases like 30 to 45 and 45 to 60. Then it is so something like a numerical value now, like numeric value 30, 40, 50, 45. So how it could be nominal scale? Sorry, how it could be ordinal scale?
See, they're just saying that we have the categories. Okay. We have less than 30. We have 30 to 45. We have 45 to 60. Then we have greater than
Greater than 60.
60. Okay.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, this question is expressed by less than 50 and 30 to 45, 45 to 60, and 60 to 85, and 85 to greater.
Yeah,
Then
ma'am,
also,
can you open the question again?
1 second.
that's the same question.
Yeah, that is the question 30. Yeah, this is the question.
Yeah. So here they are just these are my categories, and I have to fill according to these categories only. And in interval scale, the main thing I told you, there is a difference. The difference should
Excuse
be
me, ma'am.
meaningful, right?
Can we
How?
modify this question as less than 15?
How
Written,
can
ma'am.
you
Read.
modify
Right,
the
right,
questions? Huh?
right, ma'am.
Sorry, once again.
Right question. My question. Modify this question.
Modify this question. How?
Ma'am, less than 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, 60 to 85, and 85 to more than 85.
So it's more than 85 also. That's an ordinal scale of measurement only, na? Because the difference are not meaningful here. From greater than 80, greater than
Ma'am,
85, you don't have. No.
acha. And ma'am, this question is also 50, uh, stop at 85, not greater than that. It's a interval.
Uh, interval.
What if less than
Ma'am,
30
in this
stop
question, in this question,
stop
we are
60?
not written as less than 30 and more than 80, more than 60. Only written as 30 to 45, 45 to 60. Then what is the answer?
Interval,
Interval.
maybe. Ma'am, explain it.
Explain it, ma'am.
Um, Give me a moment. I'm also want. I need to think. So here's a conductor to determine the. So we have 30 to 45, 45 to this difference ratio. So it will be an interval scale of measurement.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So because
That's a
30 to
doubt.
45, 45 to 60, the differences are meaningful here. There is no absolute zero, and ratios are also not meaningful. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why it's an interval scale of measurement.
Ma'am, why not a ratio scale?
Why not ratio scale? Because there is no absolute zero. There is no absolute zero here, na?
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, how can can you give me example of ratio scale in this term? Because both are scale, like both have I think interval term 30 to 45, 45 to 60, like that way.
Ratio scale. Are there any more questions? Okay, one person had one question from the practice assignment. Is that a question regarding ratio scale or something? Then we can clear that out.
No, ma'am. It's a ordinal scale or nominal scale
Okay,
type.
it's an ordinal scale. Let me check with the ratio scale.
I have a doubt in practice assignment too.
Oh, okay, okay. Is that a question about ratio scale?
No, ma'am, it's about cases, observation.
Cases. Let me check in if I get any questions regarding ratio scale. Anyone having any examples of ratio scale? Then they can just tell in. Ratio. Descriptive.
Ma'am, will you cover these two doubts in this session?
If you see here, okay, so we have one example here. In a supermarket, the bill for each customer is given in an order. It's a practice assignment question 1.2, question number 18. Okay, so we have a table here. So assume cost per unit is a continuous numerical variable. Total cost is calculated by the formula based on this information. Blah. Okay, which of the following variable given in this have a ratio scale of measurement? Okay, so we have to check which of the variable, the cost per unit, total cost, unit and serial number, which of them are ratio scale of measurement. Okay, so what are the properties that we have to check for ratio scale of measurement?
Properties,
It was
we need to
absolute
check
zero.
about
True zero
It is
should
absolute
exist.
zero.
absolute zero, interval, like have no meaning, like ratio of two values have no meaning.
All
In
arithmetic
Can be
progression to be had.
added, subtracted.
Yeah, true zero exist, ratios possible. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes, yes.
one. So you only tell me like which of them will be a ratio scale of measurement. We only check
Ma'am,
intellect.
okay, can you open the question? Can you go through the question?
Question is this.
Cadbury 100 units. Like it's a ma'am,
Cost, yeah.
I think total cost.
Hmm?
Total cost.
Only total cost is the ratio scale of measurement.
Cost per unit, total cost and units.
Three,
I
ma'am.
think the
Upper se top three.
three of them.
Three of them, right? The cost per unit, the total cost, and the units. Why? Because in cost per unit, zero means there is no cost, right? And 100 is a twice of 200. Is a 100 is a twice of 50 as well, right? So there is a the ratios are also meaningful, and there is absolute zero as
But
well.
ma'am,
Similarly,
here is point value 5.5. So 5 point is all, how point come into in ratio term.
what?
5.5 is also there, na? So how can you say
Uh,
that like point a point will become on ratio scale term?
It's a meaning of absolute zero cost per unit.
Like
It have a
if
zero.
you break 5.5, then it give you know in fraction term. So I think it's
we are not talking about what numbers it is having. We have cost per unit. What do you mean by cost per unit? Per unit, what is the cost,
what
right?
is the
So if
cost?
I say one unit, one pencil cost you 10 rupees. Okay. So this cost is basically, I'm talking about the rupees. So the rupees is basically what? Ratio scale of measurement. Because like if I say 50 rupees, 100 rupees, so I can say that the 100 rupees is double of 50. 40 rupees is a double of 20. That makes sense, right? Is this meaningful?
Yes, ma'am, it is meaningful.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
so that is what. So this cost per unit is basically my ratio scale of measurement because the ratios are meaningful and there is absolute zero because zero means zero. I have not purchased anything. If I have not purchased anything, I don't have to give the money. Getting my point?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Similarly for
getting
the
it.
units, if I say I have purchased I have purchased four pencil. So it's basically the four pencil is a double of two pencil, right? 10 pencils are the double of five pencils. The ratios are meaningful here. There is absolute zero
Ma'am,
as
ma'am,
well.
ma'am, can you repeat again? Double of what is it?
Double means, okay, if I'm taking, you have purchased two pencil and I have purchased four pencil. So the pencils that I have bought is the double of
Yeah, you
what you
ma'am,
have
you
bought.
purchased to a double. Yeah, ma'am, double.
So ratios are meaningful, okay, and there is absolute zero as well because let's suppose the units are zero. Zero, what do you mean by zero? Zero means I've
You
not
are not
purchased
purchasing
anything.
any. Yeah,
Huh.
ma'am.
So units is also a ratio scale of measurement. Then we have the total cost. Same total cost, it's a rupees. So it will be a ratio scale of measurement. Got the point?
Yeah, ma'am, I got your
Ma'am,
points.
please explain question number three at this
Question
prestige.
number
Ma'am,
3. Okay. What kind of variable is the rating given by each user to an app? Ye-
Rating, ma'am, it's like a categorical rating. Rating is in nominal, sorry, ordinal scale, and ordinal scale is belong to categorical.
No, what are the options they are saying? What kind of variable is the rating given by each user to an app? See, here in the question, if you see here, they are stating that the rating of the app is taken as a numerical variable because we are doing some arithmetic mean on that. Correct? See, the arithmetic mean, the arithmetic operations are all done on the numerical variable. Correct? We can't do it on the categorical variable. Yes or no?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's a numerical variable. Now, in the numerical variable, we have
It's a
to see
discrete,
whether it's a
but ma'am,
discrete or a continuous.
it's a
Okay.
discrete, but ma'am, in this
Hmm.
question it has to elaborate rating. Then rating should be a categorical variable. No?
Yeah, ma'am,
Sorry.
rating is like fixed, na, like 1 to 9 or 1 to 5 or good, best, or excellent in those terms.
I know that, but they're taking this rating as a numerical variable here because for a numerical variable only we can calculate the arithmetic mean. Yes or no? If rating is my I'm considering it as a categorical, I can't calculate the arithmetic mean. Can I
Then,
calculate?
ma'am, recent question you are taking like in numerical value like 30 to 40
Okay,
and
ma'am.
45 to 60.
In a question, have arithmetically non-rating. Okay, ma'am.
Huh.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
So
but
ma'am.
here they are just considering it as a numerical, and then we are calculating. So you
Okay, ma'am.
basically my rating is like a ordinal data or a numerical, a categorical variable only. Okay, but here we are considering it as a numerical variable. Okay.
In a question, have arithmetic mean on a user rating. Okay, ma'am. Thank
Hmm?
ma'am,
you. In
Can
a
ma'am,
you
question,
explain
have
the
arithmetic
question
mean on
again?
user rating.
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, lady, you said na like he is like in this question he is using arithmetic operation, yeah, arithmetic value like like a 432 like that way. Am I right?
Yeah, can you say it once again?
Actually, I'm telling you are you are to, you have sorry you told
Hmm.
like in this question they are
Hmm.
using like rating in
No,
arithmetic
in a
way.
question given. Please see the question.
Yeah, yeah, it's a given like arithmetic way, like 4 3 2 1. Am I right?
No, it's given in the question. Just read
Arithmetic
the
mean this is
question.
a addition, subtraction, division, and all perform.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, ma'am, recent question 30 to 45 less than 30 and greater than 60. Then it is also also in between arithmetic, na? We can perform all the addition subtraction on that way. So how that thing have become no sorry ordinal scale in categorical variable, ma'am. I didn't get it. It is confusion.
40 to 45. There was that
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
question.
I have a doubt in question 10 and 19 in the same assignment. Like, I'm having confusion how to sort which is case and which is.
ma'am.
Which of the following is a continuous variable in the given byte data set? Huh? My question 10 is this thing. This question only you are asking.
Yes, ma'am, I confused it with another one. Yes, question 10.
Question 10. Which of them are continuous variable?
Continuous contains some decimal value.
Huh?
Continuous means
Mileage,
some which
distance,
contains some decimal
kilometer.
value.
It is not about decimal values. If they are the measurements, then only they are continuous. So we have mileage, we have displacement, number of cylinders, discrete, average rating, rating 4.3. So rating can also average rating, I guess.
Ma'am, it is simple na variable and cases like all the row represent cases and column represent variable. Whoever terms present in column, then I can consider it's a variable, and rows are considered by cases. So it is very simple, I think.
No, she is asking about question 10 now. Which of the following is our continuous variable?
Yes.
Con- Continuous variable, what is it, ma'am? It is like new term maybe.
Continuous in a numerical means a set of rational numbers.
Continuous like continuous continuity. If we are talking about continuity, dx by dt in like those term.
Here in the
Yes,
option, like in the answer, average rating is also there, but we can count it, right? Like it's
No,
only
the
in
average
fragment of.
rating, see, basically, if you see here, the average rating, we have 4.3, 4.8, 4.8, 4.7. So they are not discrete. We can't count it. So if I'm saying that the average rating, if I give the summary, so I can just say that the ratings are going from uh, 4 to 5. Right. So in that
ma'am.
4 to 5, we have 4.1, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7. So we can't discretely say, we can't count it. See, if number of cylinders we can count. We have distinct. If we can be draw that in a number line. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. It's discrete. We can count it.
Like
But the
exact
rating, it's like
counts.
Huh?
Like we can exactly count them.
Exactly.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, we can say that
continuous
it's an
will be
integer.
performed as fraction and decimal.
Discrete and integer. We can say that.
No,
Discrete.
discrete is only like discrete is like a natural number
Positive
like one,
integer.
two, three, four, as like that way. In integer,
Discrete is like countable in the sense 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you can count it, the number of
1,
cylinders,
2,
the
3,
number
4,
of
5, 6,
lobes,
and
and
so on.
everything. The
yeah,
continuous is basically where there is a measurement, there are units, they are continuous variable. So if you see
fraction and
here
decimal.
the mileage, the displacement, okay, the max power, the max torque, these are all my the ratings. These are all my just continuous variable.
Continuous variable.
Okay.
So, ma'am, in a mileage section,
Amen.
uh, in a mileage section,
हाँ
uh, uh, all value are not on point. मतलब कि अगर कोई वैल्यू पॉइंट में ना हो तो फिर
हाँ
then it's
देखो
also be
पॉइंट में देखो कोई भी मतलब हम ये कभी भी जनरलाइज नहीं कर सकते। जो हमारा डेसिमल वैल्यू जो भी होता है वो हमेशा हमारा कंटिन्यूस होता है, वो हम नहीं कह सकते कभी भी, ठीक है।
हम्म
हमारा अगर जैसे कोई भी हमारे पास कुछ वो सिचुएशन टू सिचुएशन डिपेंड करता है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे जो माइलेज है कुछ हमारे होल इंटरजर्स में है और कुछ
हम्म
डेसिमल्स में है, तब भी हमारे
हम्म
कंटिन्यूस है। क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा ये माइलेज इन किलोमीटर्स है, दे आर द मेजरमेंट्स, ठीक है। इसमें मेजरमेंट्स है, यूनिट्स है, तो उसको
okay
हम काउंट नहीं कर सकते। तो जब भी हम माइलेज बोलते हैं तो हम ये बोलते हैं कि हाँ इतना सा मतलब इन गाड़ियों का जितना भी माइलेज है वो इस इंटरवल के बीच में आएगा, हम ऐसा बोलते हैं ना। हम पर्टिकुलरली
हम्म
नहीं बोलते कि इतना माइलेज वगैरह है, कि मतलब हम काउंट नहीं कर सकते।
Yes, ma'am. जैसा कि
continuous in on
बाइक if we are taking like a bike, bullet bike, then it mileage between 30 to 35. Not he is not claiming like a
हाँ तो
mileage.
हम क्लेम एग्जैक्टली तो हम काउंट नहीं
Yeah,
कर सकते, तो उसको हम इंटरवल के रूप में हम बताते हैं ना, तो उस वजह से उसको काउंट, तो इसलिए हम बोलते
it
हैं कि
has
जो भी
unit मैम
मेजरमेंट्स।
just
हाँ
आप बोल सकते हो इसमें यूनिट होगा कोई
हाँ
ना
जिसमें
कोई
यूनिट होता है वही तो मैं बोल रही हूँ, जिसमें मेजरेबल यूनिट्स वगैरह होते हैं वो ज्यादातर हमारे कंटिन्यूस में आते हैं, ठीक है।
ओके
yeah. So, ma'am, it
Question
is very
number
simple question.
13.
So, ma'am,
हम्म।
Question number 13.
13. If all the residents, yeah, question. The head of a locality in Chennai conducted a survey in her locality regarding COVID-19. According to the survey, statement 159% considered to be a serious, 49 considered as a normal fear, and out of that there should not be any lockdown. If all the residents of the locality participated in the survey, Sare, yeah. What can be done using this data?
inferential. Ma'am, can you again question like what is the question like? What is the data? The head of a locality in Chennai conducted a survey in her locality regarding COVID-19. According to the survey, statement 1, 59% of the residents considered COVID-19 be a serious disease. 41 consider it as normal flu and are of the opinion that there should not be any lockdown. Ma'am, it's like a inferential. It's like a sorry, descriptive, ma'am. Description.
According to the survey.
Actually, like they all summarize all the data and describe it like it's a pandemic or not, or it's a serious pandemic.
41% considered it as a normal flu, and out of the opinion there should not be any lockdown. 51% considered it to be a. Okay, so here they are saying that, okay, so here they are saying
Descriptive.
that all the residents participated in the survey, right? So see, if you see here, the first line it states that the head of the locality conducted a survey in her locality regarding COVID-19. So in her locality, all the residents that are there in the locality have participated in that, right? So from all, so the population, the whole population is right there. So
Yes.
we are just describing, we are just taken out the conclusions are from the population only, right? So that's why it's a descriptive statistics. If she had taken some sample from that residence, like some particular people, and then she could like she had just concluded something about the whole locality, then it could have been considered as an
Next
inferential. But
question
yes,
have ma'am for question of see
huh?
it have in question number 14 it says 100 people
So see
sample.
here, exactly. So the survey collected data from the 100 of the locality rates. So from that whole population, she is just taking out the 100 people from that. And from that 100 people, she conducted a survey and concluded something about the population. Then here it is inferential statistics. Got the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, ma'am, she got the difference. Ma'am, just imagine like a population and sample. If I'm talking about population and sample, then in like what is considered like population and sample, it is considered in inferential statistics or descriptive.
Inferential See, for the descriptive, we can have descriptive statistics for the population as well as for the sample. Okay. And for the inferential, we need both population and sample. From the sample, we are concluding about the population. If we have that kind of situation, then it's an inferential statistics. Okay.
Okay, ma'am,
Ma'am,
then yeah,
practice assignment 1.1 question number 8.
ma'am.
Question number 8.
Practice 1.1 practice assignment.
1.1.
Practice assignment 1.1. Question number 8.
Hmm.
I I mean it's ordinal.
What is the scale of measurement for the military titles? It should be an ordinal.
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 It's ordinal only, no? Yeah. What's the doubt?
Ma'am, my doubt.
No,
Never
it's a
mind.
nominal.
Nominal?
I have a doubt on nominal. It's a leveling. Major, captain, colonel is a level.
Yeah, ma'am.
How?
But there is a ranking.
Yes, ma'am, these are ranks. So I think,
It's a level also, ma'am.
yes, ma'am, like these are military ranks and they
No,
are
no.
in order. Like
Yeah, ma'am.
major
First,
comes after captain, colonel comes after major.
Yeah. So it's a
so
ranking.
In
Yes.
order, there is label also, no?
yeah, then what is the definition of ordinal? Ordinal can be nominal, but in ordinal
Yes,
order
yes.
and labeling order can be
But
important.
order is not serial wise. Captain, major, colonel. That's a serial, not a major, captain, colonel.
Really? No, no. First measure, brother. First measure, then he will become a captain. Then
Are
after it
major
goes.
have
No, no,
three
no, no,
stars.
no. No,
No,
ma'am,
no,
this
no.
is not
Captain
in
has three
order,
stars.
but
Leader
these
has
are
Ashok
definitely
Stamp.
ranks. First comes captain, then he's promoted to major, then he's promoted to
Yeah,
colonel.
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Uh,
Whatever it is, major, captain,
But here,
colonel, whatever comes first. So there is the first thing they are the captains, then they become the major, then they become the colonel. So there is an order in that, right? So captain is like the junior one, then the major is like senior, and colonel is the senior to senior, right? So there is an order. So
But
yes.
it's
we have
also
like
level, ma'am.
in the
I think.
schools, as well, we have the principal, we have the vice principal, right? So there is an order. So in the
But
same way,
I think it's a level.
Label. Well, listen. Actually, like ma'am told us in ordinal scale, named plus ordered of categories both are important, and in nominal scale, only name category is important, but not ordered.
Okay. Hmm.
So yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
here named, yeah, obviously here label is here, but with the label here we can say that ordered is also here, na? And it is
Okay.
not matter. It is not
So,
matter like
ma'am, actually, just to understand this in a more conceptual way, if we have a set of things which can be ranked, but they are in a jumbled order, so they are not in the ranking they should be, but
no,
they can
see,
be
in the
ranked.
question, they won't see if in this question also, if you see that they have just written as major, captain, colonel, but captain's first captain, then major and colonel. This is the order mostly,
Yes,
right?
so that data will
Yeah.
still be
So it does
classified as
not
ordinal
matter.
data, right?
Yeah, it does not matter. And see, this is just a question. They're asking like what is the scale of measurement for the military titles? So they have given the military titles as an example, like major, captain, and colonel. So this is just an example, but they are majorly asking what is the scale of measurement for the military titles. Okay, got the
Yes,
point?
yes.
Ma'am,
It's just a
in a
question.
question have, ma'am, in a question have only measure. Then it's a nominal data.
No, it is ordinal.
No,
What?
no, only its question has only measure, not captain and
Only.
colonel. In question written only measure, then you, what type
They
of
can't
data?
write it. They
Mostly
will
it
write.
will be mostly they will give you more, at least more than one, so that you know
One.
that there is a sense of comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and even
Okay.
the question does not ask us to
Hmm.
say that the ranking is the order is valid or not. Like they're not asking us to say that small, large, Excel or something like that. They're just asking us to know that if there is an if it is ordinal or if it is nominal or the other scale.
Exactly. They're just asking you about the military titles. And those who don't know the military titles, they've just given you the example as major, captain, and colonel. That's it. There is no
Ma'am,
particular
I have a doubt,
question.
ma'am.
Ah,
Ma'am, we spoke about that the date part, right? Like one the scale of measurement for any given date or day, stuff like that. And you asked me to check with the question that it was linked with, and I said I will look into it.
which
Can you go for activity 1.3, question number 3?
The question was date and day of the
Huh. I think third question, yeah. So here, the date and day is the answer is categorical variables.
yeah. Mm.
But on that day, we were discussing it to
Yeah,
be
so that is what
otherwise.
I told. Yeah, I
Hmm.
just said that thing only. I just cleared this thing. So basically, they are
Oh,
just specifying the date of a week. So for a particular week, we are just labeling the date for that particular week, right? See,
okay.
the date can be considered both numerical and categorical. Okay, it depends upon the situation. So here the situation is the date of a particular week, of a particular date, right? The we are just asking about a particular thing, so we are labeling it with the date. So that's why it's a
Oh,
categorical. If they have just said the date, only what is the scale of measurement for the date, then we could have
like
considered it as an
for
interval.
example, they asked us what is the variable for a given, like let's say the 11th February 2026, and that becomes numerical
And that comes in interval because they have not specified
interval,
anything. They're just asking about the date. But here they are specifying it, the date of the week, right?
date
So
of the
that's
week.
why it's a category.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, day of a week is a nominal data.
Day is nominal only. Huh.
Day of week.
Huh.
yes.
Yes.
So here, the only reason why date of the week becomes categorical is because nothing has been mentioned about any number or something. It's just uh, everything is written in words, and it is mentioning that it is a date of the week. Is that so?
Yeah, date of the week. So we are just labeling a particular day with a date,
Right, right. And we have
right?
no
Yeah.
other information, and hence it
Huh.
becomes categorical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I was just very confused with this part. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
So that's why I
What is
told you, whenever you are doing any questions, like
Hmm.
I never generalized anything, any particular
Right,
thing, whether it's an interval ratio or categorical, numerical. I'm not generalizing. It depends upon context to like what is the situation, what is the
right,
context.
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
So all these are under clauses of what is being asked and
asked.
what is it
Exactly.
in context with.
Ah,
Okay.
ah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Oh,
what is education level of a person? Is it ordinal or nominal?
sorry. Hello.
Education level of a person.
Education level. It's an ordinal, no? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, I think so. It's ordinal, but when I see the solutions, it says it's a nominal.
I'm not able to hear
Can you
you.
tell us which question so we can even I can have a look and uh, maybe
And then graded assignment, question number 10.
okay, right.
Which one?
I'm graded assignment question
Graded,
number 10.
graded.
Ma'am, do not disclose any answers because then it becomes very.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
disclosing
a
it, of course.
yes.
But we can discuss it. We can just
Ha ha ha. Because that
yeah,
day also, I think I happened to discuss an answer from my side. I just it went out of my mind that it was a graded assignment
yeah.
while
It's
I was
fine.
discussing it.
It's
Yes.
fine.
So
You
sorry
can
for
help
that, ma'am.
each other. It's
Ha
fine. We
ha no
can help
no.
each other.
Yes.
I should
Mm-hmm.
not say the answers. You
Ha
can
ha
say
no
the
no no.
answers. I don't
Ha no.
have an
I
issue.
said it. I said it very like I said it by mistake. I just
Ah,
realized it a moment later
it's
when
fine.
you. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So choose the incorrect statement. Incorrect statement. It should be. Oh. It should be correct statement. Uh,
But this question is correct only, no, ma'am. We have to just select the incorrect
Ma'am, I
statements.
think, yeah, we can select the incorrect statements as well.
Yes, ma'am. The question is absolutely fine.
Yeah,
choose the incorrect
in my opinion.
statement.
Perhaps.
Mm, Okay, I have some doubt in question number 10. Okay, tomorrow is the due date, right?
Yes, ma'am. But I think this the
Uh,
question is fine only, ma'am, because there
yeah, the
might be
question
some.
is fine. The
Uh,
question is fine, but I guess there will be an issue that you will get.
acha.
So whenever you get that issue, just post it in the discourse. Okay, I need to know.
Okay. Discourse,
Yeah,
I think we are not all of us are there. So can we put it on the
yeah.
chat box?
Just put it
Okay.
whenever the due date is over, and just check the
Hmm.
answers for the question number 10. Okay.
Okay, fine.
If
Thank you
the
for that
answers that
clarity,
you
ma'am.
have, the answers that you
Ma'am,
have
we
picked
will
is
discuss this anyway. Okay, sorry, please.
what?
I was saying we'll discuss this anyway after tomorrow, right? So, but
Tomorrow we don't have any session, na?
no, I said
Ah,
after
so
tomorrow.
day
After
after.
tomorrow we can discuss, but
Yeah.
yeah, but then also like you will be given marks and everything, right? So if like after few days, if I get to know there is some corrections, then it will be
So
difficult for
maybe
me
is
to
it because you know what is going to go in the back end and that's why you are still. Okay.
exactly. So
Okay.
that's why I'm
Okay, ma'am.
telling you, whenever you get the
Uh-huh.
answers, like if the answers that you have ticked is
Sure.
like not
Wrong. Incorrect.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
So we,
So
we
that's
might all of us will get the mark if it is
that's what.
got
So
it.
I need to
Okay,
know
ma'am.
that.
ठीक है, ma'am.
Uh,
Thank you for the clarity,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
hmm.
ma'am, I have
Yes.
doubts from week 2, ma'am.
Week two.
Yes, ma'am.
Week one is complete.
Yes, ma'am. Week 2 was released long back, so I did
Yes,
it.
ma'am. I'm also in the week two. I'm completing my graded
Yes, ma'am.
assignment for
Actually,
week two.
that was I was also wondering whether because I think by tomorrow, sorry, day after tomorrow, the third week will also be released.
Oh wow, nice. First time. Okay, so week one, but this is so okay. So
So,
week
ma'am, I
one
think
doubts are
we can
clear.
keep the session open, and for anyone who has any doubts from the week one, can anyway still put the questions in, and we
Yeah,
could
they
look into
can.
week two as well.
Okay, week two. Okay. So anyone having any doubts in week one, they can just ask. Then we can just clear the doubts for week two if you want. No one having any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Then
I had one doubt, and you cleared that very well for me. So, so thanks.
okay. So then, okay, so then what's the doubt in week two? Okay, so we can proceed with week two. If you guys have doubts in week two, I can just.
Yes, ma'am. We can go towards week two. I think someone had a doubt. I think it was
Yeah,
someone named S.
week two. What's the doubt?
Um, Not me. I think
Um,
there was somebody named S, if I'm not wrong, on the.
I don't know. There was one girl, I guess. I
Ah,
just
yes,
know.
yes.
Extra questions 4, 5, 10, 11, 20. Oh my God.
Yes, ma'am. In extra questions.
Okay. 11, 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. In a startup, the salaries of 10 employees. This is which measure of central tendency would best represent a typical employee salary and why? Okay, what's the doubt?
Ma'am, can you share the screen?
Should I share the screen? Yeah. What is the doubt in this?
Ma'am, screen is not visible.
What?
Screen is not visible.
Yeah, ma'am, your screen is not moving.
It's not visible. Okay. Now it's fine. Now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what's the doubt?
Ma'am, the correct answer for fourth question is C, and I did not understand how median will remove the outliers.
How median will remove the outliers. Median won't remove the outliers. It is just least affected by the outliers. Okay, so the thing is, you have been given all these. We have the 10 employees, right? We have the 10 employees data 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 5.5, and all of these data we have, right? So they are asking which measure of central tendency would best represent the typical employee salary. So if I am asking about of that, like I have the data of the I have the data of 10 employee salaries. Okay, now I need to tell that this is a typical employee salary, the average thing or something like a particular one thing. Central, what do you mean by central tendency? Central tendency, a particular value by which uh, I can denote the whole thing, right? With a, I can just denote the whole thing with a one small value. That is the central tendency, the central value. Okay, so in the central tendency we have three types of measures: mean, median, and mode. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So mean is basically what? It's the average value. Correct. And if you take the
Yes.
average value of all these values, 5, 6, 5.5, 6 lakh, 7 lakh, this 200 lakhs and something like that, you will get around to- like uh, like it will be, it won't be like 5, 6, 7, like 7 lakhs or 6 lakhs. It would be greater than 20 lakhs, right? If you just calculate the average. Okay,
So,
I'm
ma'am, I
just
think
telling.
generally this is just because the CEO salary is too high, it tends to distort the entire data, right?
Hmm.
Ma'am,
So
here
if you
I
see
think mode should be the answer because if mode
mode,
is showing the most.
we can't say the mode thing, na? So mode is like, let's suppose there was no six, like here if you see 5 lakh is coming out to be 1 2, okay, and 3 4 1 2 3 4, so 4 times 6 lakh is coming, right? So we can't say that the central tendency, like the typical employee salary means 6 lakh is fine, but let's suppose I have a data in which 6 lakh is coming out to be one time 5.5, 5.3, 6.7, 7 lakh, something like that. So then at that point of time the mode can't be helpful, right?
Okay.
Can it be? No. So that's why here the median is taken, because the outliers, like it is least affected by the outliers. So that's why median is taken as a measure of central, like the best measure of central tendency to represent the typical employee salary. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. And range is not discussed in the lectures. It is out of syllabus.
Range is just a measure of. It's not a measure of central tendency. It is a measure of dispersion, if you remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, but it is not discussed in the lectures, ma'am. So
No,
it
it
is
is in the
out of syllabus.
lectures.
It's in the lecture,
No,
but in
it
the
is in the
question,
lectures.
it's it's in the lecture.
Okay.
Range is there, no? I guess.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is in
Range
the
is there.
dispersion. Yes, 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 it is there.
Hmm.
Um, So, ma'am, the same thing as in as the 200 lakhs would take it towards a larger number, a small number could also pull it towards a smaller number, and hence we go for the median. For the
Huh.
median, yeah.
Okay, so it will take out the most largest value and the most least value also. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. And now the fifth question, I did not understand the meaning only of the question. What is right skewed and
Positively skewed. A frequency distribution of number of clicks per user is found to be positively skewed. That is right skewed. Which of the following relationship is most likely true? I think this question in week 2 we don't have the graph of the normal.
yes, ma'am, this is out of syllabus question.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Question number 5. Okay,
I
fine.
think this comes much later, ma'am. This type. I think
Much,
this
yeah,
concept
this
does come
comes
later,
much
but
later.
later. The right skew
Huh,
and the.
huh.
Hmm.
Ma'am, and
Question
even 10, 11, and 20, ma'am.
10, 11, and 21. If the frequency table, the interval 10 to has a frequency of 5 and 20 to 30 has a frequency of 15. If the total frequency is what is the relative frequency of 20 to 30? Relative frequency is there, no?
Yes,
So,
ma'am. I have a doubt that in the lectures, ma'am told that if we have such data, then for calculating how we have to take is 0 to 10, then you have to take the mean of this. That will be 5 and 5 into frequency 5. So it will be 25. So I did the calculation as per that. Did you
no,
understand what I'm
relative
saying?
frequency. See, what is the formula of relative frequency? The frequency divided by the total frequency, correct? So
Yes.
they are just asking the relative frequency of 20 to 30 category, correct? And for 20 to 30 category, the frequency is coming out to be 15. And the total frequency is 50.
Yes.
So 15 divided by
So,
50.
if ma'am, here 10 to 20, you have to take the mean, na ma'am. It should be 15 and 15 into 5. Like this, the calculation should be done.
How?
Because Usha ma'am has told like this only 10 to 20, so the mean is 15 and 15 into frequency 5. Ma'am, can you solve this question so that I'll get this?
See, if you um, see, they're just stating we have the intervals. Okay, we have the intervals 10 to what were the intervals? 10 to 20, then 20 to 30. Correct. And we have the frequencies here 5 and the frequency of here is 15. Okay. Now there and the total is like we could have like many intervals and the total frequency is coming out to be 50. Okay. Now
Okay.
they are asking the relative frequency, okay, of this category. And we know that for the relative frequency, the formula is frequency divided by the total frequency, correct?
Yes.
So frequency for 20 to 30 is 15 and total frequency is coming out to be 50. So if you divide this, you will get 0.3 as the answer. Yes or no?
Yes. But
That's
when this thing is done, I mean, you have to take the mean of upper limit and lower limit and multiply that to frequency. When we do this,
upper limit and lower limit.
mean, because Usha ma'am told that you're grouping this. So there can be many values like 21, 22, 23 in this. So
That
uh,
that is a different thing, na? That's a different thing. See, that is to how to calculate the arithmetic mean. Okay, so if we have these kind of interval, the formula for what is the formula of arithmetic mean in this case?
okay,
It's like summation of xi into fi divided by summation of fi. Yes, and here my xi's are basically my midpoint that you are talking about. 10 to 20, the xi will be 15, 20 to 30, 25, then 35. 45. So these are my xi's, these are my fi's. Then you will calculate this thing. Got the point? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. So I guess
Yes.
for the other question also, the 11, 12 questions, it's clear, right? Now
Ma'am,
it's fine?
20. Just 20, ma'am. Last question.
Sorry?
20. Question number 20.
Question number 20. 20. You should prefer median over mean when the data is extreme values, data is highly skewed, data is categorical. You want to conclude every data value in calculation. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
what is cute?
skewed is basically when like we have graph like this. Okay, so it's like this is like right skewed and this is like left skewed. Okay, so most of the datas are coming this side only, and most of the probabilities like the datas are coming in probabilities are coming this side. So this is like skewed data. Most of like generally the data should look like this. This is the like the normal data.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So that is what that is the yeah. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Week two is simple. Is week two simple or compared to week one? I guess week two is bit more interesting than week one. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It is just that I think it is a different kind of a math altogether
Maths.
because yeah, because it comes down to 0.57 can be wrong and 0.56 will be correct. So
Hmm.
that is where it becomes very interesting.
Yeah. Week one
And
is
then
very
it's just
basic.
as in because it is going to, I am very sure, lots of new formulas and everything piles up, and it's just a matter of even reading the question. It comes down to just knowing what the question is trying to say more than we trying to like all the formulas can be right in front of me and I could still not understand what is being really asked if I do not know my concepts very well.
Concepts.
Hmm.
Correct. Anything else?
No,
Not
ma'am.
really, no.
No? Okay. What about others? No one having any doubts? That's it. So if
Ma'am,
nobody,
just one question. If you have any, I think I asked this to the previous statistics instructor or TI. Any resource from your end, any book or any YouTube channel that you follow to know more about statistics? That would be really helpful,
see,
ma'am.
I have one book which is FMS, which is Fundamental of Mathematical Statistics. We have a
FMS.
particular
Okay.
book, FMS. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
you can refer that. That is also a very good book. It's
Is,
like it's
do
good
you,
for the
hmm.
from like to learn from scratch or anything. It's a very good book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
is there a specific author that the book is linked with, or if I
no,
check up,
FMS is particularly it's a SC Gupta, like uh,
okay, I see. Good.
huh.
Okay,
Mhm.
got it.
So you can refer that if you want.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And anything else apart from that book?
Anything else? So yeah, FMS only because I only
Okay.
refer that book. Yeah.
Hmm.
And other than
Really?
that, there are many books, but I don't remember it right now.
Fine, fine, fine. No
And
problem.
what you can also refer like in the like in supplementary content, they have given you the
Yes,
the
yes.
BS degree books, na? Means.
Yes, ma'am. That though I already like I noted it
So
down,
that,
but I always wanted to know more from the instructors and the TA who keep
yeah.
teaching, because
So you
a
can
new
just,
names pop up. Like what I could ask you today, I might maybe get a new answer maybe 3 months down the line.
you
So
can,
that is
exactly, you can,
uh,
you can. Yes.
yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else? If nobody's having anything, we can end the session if you want. If you want. Nothing? At least say no, then I can just end
Uh,
it.
yeah, no, ma'am. Everything's sorted.
Anything is
Anyone
fine.
else? I'm not. Yes.
Yeah. So nobody's saying, I guess nobody's having any doubts. Okay then. So okay then. Bye guys. Have a good night. Have a great night.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
ma'am.
much, ma'am. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Wow. For this, everybody can speak. Bye. Nice. Okay. So, bye everyone.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.